BJP, the central message that he was sending out is this is a government that is destroying institutions. This is a government that is for two individuals built by 1.5 individual, a government of a Shahenshah. How do you respond? The attack that he has made on Mr. Modi, according to him, compromising democratic institutions in India for his personal power.
Well, you also understand, you need to understand, and I think the people of this great country understands who has the credibility, who lacks the credibility. Mr. Rahul Gandhi lacks the credibility while the people of India admire the Honorable Prime Minister. He has a lot of admiration for people of India because he has a credible face. He has credibility. He has a proven track record. Something which he has demonstrated. What did he demonstrate? Except this dramatic speech, which lacks credibility, which lacks content, only rhetoric, nothing else. I think if really somebody has to examine Rahul Gandhi's speech, it will only look like that somebody has given him a speech which has been written by somebody else, and he has just reproduced it without understanding the subject.
Okay, but
this country.
Okay, one minute, sir. Sir, you said this speech lacks content. Let's look at the specific issues that Rahul Gandhi raises. Some of them, you will have to agree, are valid. Remember, this government claimed to power saying that we will provide 2 crore jobs a year. The fact is, and these are objective figures that have been put out, we've lost crores of jobs in the last few years in particular because of the pandemic. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is claiming that state governments have been ignored by the center, opposition state governments in particular have been targeted. Is that not a fact? When you say that the content is, that Rahul Gandhi is not accurate with his content, what specifically do you believe he is not being accurate about?
Well, let me explain to you, elaborate it a little bit more for the understanding of your viewer as well. Rahul Gandhi, whatever we had said, nobody can discount the fact that we had also had 2 years of pandemic, where we had lockdown, where we had to shut businesses, where government had absolutely no revenues, where government had more expenditure to take care of, where we had to take care of the marginalized section of the society, where we had unprecedented experience everybody was facing, and government had to deal with everything. Despite all those things, what was the unemployment rate pre-COVID level? What is the unemployment rate now? Given the government's focus was to put first to safeguard the health and livelihood of people, and then put back the economy in order, which government has successfully been able to do it. The way the COVID has been dealt, the way vaccination has been given to people of this great country is known to everyone. It is being appreciated by global leaders, by other countries. And today economy is in very sound conditions, firing all cylinders. There is a lot of potential and it is being exploited. It is being used for the benefit of the people. Now let me ask you, today if there is a growth momentum, just take a second. When people were talking about when the Honorable Prime Minister had undertaken several structural reforms, that time the economy had slowed down. World economy had also slowed down. Indian economy had also slowed down, and then we had seen a dip in the growth. But now, when the economy is in order, when all the decisions which had been taken by the Honorable Prime Minister is now giving the fruits, and we are enjoying the benefits, that we have a growth momentum, 9.2 growth rate, and then future forecast is very.
Sir, you made your point. I've given you time. Sir, I've given you. Sir, Sir, you must be factual. Since just a minute, sir.
10 seconds.
Sir, no 10 seconds. Since 2016, last quarter, the fact is the economy, which was growing at 8%, has slowed down to 4% pre-pandemic. So this has nothing. The pandemic worsened the situation, but there was a decline. The fact is your government doesn't acknowledge it. No, sir. The fact is your government only wants to show the glasses half full.
Just a second, Rajdeep, I'll question you.
In the president's
I'll
address,
question you first.
Sir, just a minute.
No,
in the president's address, sir, just a minute. In the president's address, at no stage, is your government willing to accept the situation is not as bright and rosy. You start with claiming Achhe Din in 2014. In 2017, you talk about New India by 2022. And in 2022, you say Amrit Kal after 25 years. Rahul Gandhi is entitled to raise these questions. And if he raises it, you say it's rhetoric.
No. Let me counter you first, and let me question your understanding of economy as well. I'm very surprised that you have not examined and gone through the numbers, Rajdeep. You must see, if you really want to understand the performance of UPA 1 and UPA 2, then you must see the performance of all the macroeconomic parameters when the government had handed over, the NDA government handed over to UPA in 2004. Since then, all the macroeconomic parameters, how it has come off. You must see, I must examine. I will give you n number of examples to illustrate how economy was mismanaged. And finally, when they handed over to us, it was a top 5 fragile economy in the world. What are you saying about it?
Okay.
We had to fix it.